Hi everyone, this is Alec with Slam Dunk Sports Marketing, and I'm here to give you guys a quick overview and tutorial on our version 2.0 of our software for our Sportsvision video displays and video scoring tables. First things first, in order to be able to connect to the software and get to this page like you see here, your video table or video display will need to be on and running, and you'll need to be connected to the wireless network for your display or table. Now if you use the tablet that came with it, everything should be good to go and connected, and this should automatically pop up when you hit your Chrome icon. But if not, you'll just want to go down to the right hand corner. I'm running Windows 10 right now, so it might look a little different than yours. But you should see a little network listing, look like cell phone bars or this little Wi-Fi signal. You want to click on that and connect to it. The network, it should say either Sportsvision or Sportsvision table. Right now I'm connected to a Sportsvision table unit. And it will always say limited or have this little yellow arrow on it, and that's because these networks are not connected to the internet, but that's totally normal and fine. Then we'll go up here into the IP address of our browser, and you want to put that in. Just the same for everything. It's as you see here. We see 192.168.72.3:9000, and that :9000 is important. Then you just do that, hit enter, and you'll be directed to this page right here. Now before we really get into it, I want to remind you that all this information that I'm going to be covering is in the user guide for your display or table, along with all the passwords and login information. Okay, so now we're on the login screen right now, and this is where you're going to log into the account that you want to use with the software. There are two accounts. One is the admin account, and that has full access control to everything, uploading, deleting, and it has a password that cannot be changed, so this one is set permanently. The other account is the Sportsvision account, and that has limited access to things in the software. For instance, it cannot upload or delete any images or videos from the system, and that password can be changed by the admin account. So for example, the Sportsvision account would be one you would give to a student or somebody controlling the display. That way they can't mess with any of the finer things going on. Okay, so now we're going to log in. So we're going to use the admin account right now. So type in admin, and then we'll type in the password and click the sign in button right here. Don't want to remember the password. It's going to tell us that we logged in, and now we're on the home page. Starting off, we've got the logout button. This will log you out of the software and take you back to the login screen. Next is static image. What this does is let you choose an image from within your software, and it will show that on your display or video table indefinitely until you decide to stop it. How you stop that is you click this restart slideshow button right here, and that will restart the ad slideshow, or you can use an interruption, which I will cover later on in this video. Right here is the drop down list of selecting what you would like to display. So we'll choose concessions, set static image, and that's going to stay on the screen until I click restart slideshow right here. Right below that is change input. Now this only applies to video displays, not on the video tables. On the video displays, there's a little HDMI port on the side panel. What this does is this allows you to change what's showing on your video display between the advertisement slideshow and the software, which we'll be controlling here, and the HDMI port on the side. So if we click HDMI input, it'll tell us it successfully sent the command to the display right here. And then anything that's plugged into the side on that HDMI port will be now showing on the screen. To get back to the advertisement rotation, we'll click right here on advertisements. Change right here saying it sent a different command, and we'll be back on the ad rotation. Right below that is default interrupt. What this does is this changes the default interruption time for images. So this is set at 10 seconds right now, so if you were to use an image interruption without doing anything else, it would stay on the screen for 10 seconds and then revert back to the advertisement slideshow. So we can change this if we want. So we'll go ahead and change this to 15 seconds. Set default interrupt. Little pop-up box right here will say we saved it successfully, and we're good to go. Next is change password. So what this does, this allows us to change the password for the Sportsvision account. So if we click on this, it'll pop up right here to a new screen. And it says change the password for the limited Sportsvision account. So we're going to go ahead and select Sportsvision from the drop down. Type our new password in. Go ahead and confirm that password. And click change password. Right here, it'll give us a new message saying the password was changed successfully. Now if we go ahead and click on home, it'll take us right back to the home page like we were on before. Next up is the ad rotation page. Clicking on the button right here will take us right to it. Okay, what you see here is the listing of all the images that are in the ad rotation slideshow. This is the default operation for both video displays and video scoring tables. So as soon as you turn it on, these ads will just keep rotating and scrolling through. Right here is the order that they actually will show on your display. Now that order is determined by the file name, which is sorted alphanumerically. So that goes numbers first, followed by letters in alphabetical order. So we see here 1, A, B, and so on. The information right here for each one, you see the little preview of the image, the file name. Right here is the added date, so this was added on July 16th of this year, and a delete button. Also right here you see tile view and list view. You can also view this without the image previews. If you click on list view right here, it just sorts it in a different way, so you can see all the information right here in a nice to see list. It defaults to the tile view as soon as you click on it. I'll go over the rest of the stuff when we get to the interruption page, which we'll go to right now. Clicking on the interrupt button here just takes us right to the page. So going over the layout here a little bit so you know what you're looking at. We've got the stop interrupt button right here, which stops all the interrupts, goes right back to the ad rotation. Right on this right side we've got the tile view and list view like you saw in the ad rotation. List view takes you to seeing a list of it all, and tile view lets you view it in a little bit different way with image previews. Right here we call these tabs. What these do is allow us to view only images, only videos, or both. So if I click on images, it shows us only the images that have been loaded into the system for use. Clicking on videos shows us only the videos. Clicking on all takes us back to seeing both of them all at once. Below that we have the tag folders, which I'll go over in a little bit later. Going through the listing, some of the information we see here is for these film frame icons. This is the videos that are in the system. So the file name is right here inside that little film frame. Then below the interrupt button we have the duration of the video. So this video is 7 seconds long. The added time, any tags that are associated with this video, whether the video is ready to play or not, along with the duration again. Right here is a drop down for how long images play, so these don't do anything for videos right now. Edit tags, that allows you to edit some of the tags, and a delete button. Going over looking at the images, we see a preview of the image that it is. The interrupt button, the file name. Again, these are sorted alphanumerically just like the ad rotation. We have the added time, any tags associated with this image. Then this is the drop down for if we wanted to play this a little bit longer than the default. So if you remember earlier, we set the default to 15 seconds. If I go here, I can change it, say we wanted to play this image for just a little bit longer once. Click on 30 seconds. If I hit the interrupt button, this would show on there for only 30 seconds and then go right back to the ad rotation. Next to that is the edit tags button and a delete button. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go over tags for you and tell you a little bit about those. What tags allow us to do is to group the images and videos together so they're easy to find and easy to use. Each tag appears as its own folder right here, and these tags are sorted alphabetically with capitals being sorted before lowercase, just to point that out. So let's click in one, let's click on announcements. So all the images or videos that are tagged with announcements will show up here. If we look in the tags on each image or video, we see that announcements is in there. As another point to sort these down even further, you can also use the tabs while viewing tags. So for instance, if I wanted to see only the videos that are in this announcements tag, I can click on videos and everything that's not a video disappears. Images shows just the images, and all shows us everything. Now let's go into a tag that only has images. So the starting lineup I know only has images in it. If I were to click on videos, it would just tell me that there's nothing to display. Images shows those, and we'll go back to all. I'm going to click on all tags again. I'm going to show you how to add a tag or delete a tag. Okay, so I'm going to go down, find, let's choose concessions. I'm going to click on edit tags. That pops up the tag editor right here. We're going to click in this box below where it says type a tag and press enter. I'm going to choose to add the halftime tag and press enter on my keyboard. That'll show up right here below current tags. Current tags will always show the tags that are currently associated with it and any that you've just added. For instance, if we wanted to remove a tag, we wanted to remove this concessions from announcements, click on remove right here. Takes that out of the current tags. We'll go ahead and click on save tags, and a little dialog box will pop up right here asking if we're sure we want to save the tag. I am, so I'm going to click on OK. And if we scroll back at the top and look, it just added the halftime tag right here. Click on that, and indeed concessions is in there. Now you'll see whenever we add tags, it just puts them in a list where they're supposed to be, and then it starts a new row if it needs to. An important thing to note when naming tags is to only use letters and numbers. If you use any type of other symbols or characters, it could cause problems when it adds the tag, so we don't want that to happen. Next thing I want to go over is interrupting. So I'm going to click on all tags, scroll all the way up. Now what interrupting does is whenever you click on the interrupt button on an image or video, that image or video will interrupt the slideshow and play on the display. Images will stay on the screen for 15 seconds or the default interruption time, and videos will play for their entire duration unless they are stopped by another interruption or the big old stop interruption button right up here. Now you can interrupt videos with other videos, but it's highly recommended to just use the stop interrupt button when you want to stop a video from playing. Okay, so now we're going to go over to media upload, and this page allows us to add videos or images into the file system. First we select media for upload, click that button, pops up this dialog box, which is where we'll navigate to select the files we want to upload. I'm on my desktop and I want to upload this concession list image. Go ahead and click open. The file name of what you're uploading appears right here above tags. So I want to add a tag to this. So I'm going to add concession. And then I can add another one if I put a comma. And put pre-game there. Important to note that when you're uploading, you do not hit enter when you add a tag. Just leave them in the text box. Pressing enter will actually clear out the box and won't add any tags. Now we can upload up to 2 more files at the same time. If we click on the show more uploads link right here, it pops it up so we can see more. I'm going to go ahead and click on select media for upload again. Go here and I want to upload the school panel right now. Go ahead and click it. Open. You can see it showed up right here. Now this one I actually want to add this file into the ad rotation and not the interrupt system. So if I want to do that, I click this little checkbox that says this is an advertisement, and then it disappears the tags, which is good because tags don't actually show up when you add anything to the ad rotation. Be careful not to put anything in the tags box before you click this is an advertisement, because that may add an empty tag in there to where you just can't get rid of it. Okay, so I've got the 2 files I want to upload. Go ahead and click upload files. And a little progress bar appears down there on the left, and it'll tell us right here that it uploaded those 2 images successfully. If you're uploading a video, that little progress bar may take a little longer to go, but it will still tell you when you've uploaded a video successfully. So now I want to go find those 2 images I uploaded. First I'm going to go to ad rotation, and I uploaded the file name of that was school panel 1. So we go down right here, and here we see the file we just uploaded. Right here, 8:18, 8:53 p.m. I'm going to go right up over here to interrupt. I'm going to find that concession folder. I added 2 tags. I added concession and pregame. So we look here and we see that it did indeed add those 2 tags. Click on concession. See, this is the file we uploaded. Look at the tags. The tags are concession and pregame. Go over here to pregame, and we do indeed see that this is the same file. The last thing I want to show you guys is how to update your software. In order to do that, we need to go to the media upload page. Updating the software is a major new feature for this new version of the software. This will allow us to make changes, updates, upgrades, or any type of fixes in case we find any problems, and allow us to email you a file to update, and it'll make it much simpler instead of us having to come out and do any changes on site. First thing to note is to look at the very bottom of the page. See where it says this version number. This is the current version of the software you're running. So my current version right now is 2.0.14. Now it's important to note to only use an update file that is version number higher than what you're currently using. So I'm going to go over and select media for upload. Navigate to where I have the update file stored. I have it on my desktop, and the update files are named in a certain way. It will be Sportsvision -update the version number. So the version number for this is 2.0.15.bdl. I'm going to go ahead and click open. Make sure this is a version higher than what you have. So 2.0.15 is higher than 2.0.14. So we're good to go. Now all you have to do once this is selected here is click upload files. You'll see the progress bar down here loading. As soon as that's done, it will go up here and pop up a little message. So we'll go ahead and wait for that, and then I'll let you know what to do after. Okay, so right now up here it popped up a little message saying software successfully updated, please restart the system. So what we need to do here is we need to turn off our video display or video table, and then turn it back on, and then close out of our browser on the tablet or control PC we're using, and reopen the software once the display comes back on. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and restarted my computer, turned it off, turned it back on, and then opened up the software once again. You can even see right here on the login page whether the update was successful or not. So look in here, version 2.0.15, that is the file we just updated to. So we're good to go, and we're running the latest version of the software. Okay, so that's all, folks. I hope this video has been very informative for you, and that you now have a good handle on how to run the software. Remember to read your user guide, and let us know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Thanks.